And you also have the maturity where, because it was presented in a respectful way, you didn't care that they told you were dead wrong.
No,
Am I right?
no. In fact, I thanked them.
That's right.
Thanked them for
That's right.
because they were able to back up their perspective with facts and logic rather than opinion and innuendo, which is what I want to rip out. I mean, I think sometimes about what I have a friend who's a fighter pilot, and he talks about when they're running sorties and how they they plan for everything that they're going to do. First of all, they have a clear objective for every sortie that they run. They plan, they sit down before they get in the planes, and they talk about how they're going to, the jets, and talk about how they're going to achieve, what each person's role in the team. And the leader relies on those people to do their job, right? And in fact, I want my people to tell me when I'm wrong. What I don't want is somebody not telling me when they think I'm wrong, right? Because that doesn't get anything done. But in jet pilot thing, they have an objective, they sit down and they plan, and then they go out and they execute. Now, this is in a very compressed time frame, but what they do afterwards, they come back in the room again. And in the pilot world, what they do is they rip off their rank, they rip off their name tag, they have their their flight suit on with no designations, and they debrief. They debrief about what's going on and what happened on what happened in the effort that we just made. And each person in turn gets up and says, here's what I think, here's what I could have done better. And everybody in the audience has an opportunity to tell that person what they think and where they were. And the rule is that you say thank you, that the person standing up that's getting the feedback says thank you. And so again, we're back to active listening. We're back to, instead of me being up there, you criticizing how I banked the plane at this particular point, I'm up there saying, thank you for the feedback. I'm not going to try to justify my activity. I'm going to try to learn from it. And so I like to set an environment that encourages that and that values that in terms of the way we think and act and do every day. Now, I'm not always successful with it, but I can tell you that, you can get iteratively better by having that kind of a process. And so on this acquisition kind of thing that I was describing, it became very clear that I have people that are on my team that have expertise that I do not have. I have to recognize that I don't know everything. Not only do I not know everything, there's a lot of things I don't know at all. And so I have to rely on people's perspective, their analysis of the facts, and the conclusions that they bring from analyzing the facts. And I have to accept that, even if I believe it's different. And especially when you're working with a team, there's a long-term factor to this thing, because this isn't the only acquisition we're going to be doing. We're going to do another one and another one and another one, just like a jet fighter pilot is going to fly another one and another one and another one. And the objective is to get incrementally better each time that you go through there, both in terms of achieving the goals of the task, the sortie or whatever it might be, but also in making the team more effective to deal with the problems. Because there's in business, one thing you can guarantee is that problems are going to emerge and that opportunities are going to present themselves. And you've got to have a team that's not afraid to say what they think, that recognizes that they're still part of a team, and we're all trying to move the ball forward. We all have a common goal. We're engaged in a common enterprise to achieve certain goals.